Providing feedback can be one of the most Herculean tasks of a language teacher. We use correction codes, we use recorded feedback, and we use a lot of red ink. But a lot of this effort goes unrewarded, with students only giving the feedback a quick glance and then throwing it in the bin. As Board and Malloy said, teachers cannot justify the huge amount of time they spend on correcting students' work if they do not see any evidence of improvement. Yes, no more marking and feedback. Now, hold on a minute. There might be a better way. Hi, I'm Damien Herlihy, and I'm one of Pavilion ELT's vloggers. And welcome to the November-December issue of the Modern English Teacher. The theme of the current magazine is action research. I love action research, and it was a real turning point in my career as a teacher of English. For this episode, I decided on the article Maximising Student Voice by Holly Ho and Nicole Tavares. Their topic centres on the importance of individualised feedback, which is so important across all classes. Holly, after giving feedback over countless classes, started to question her whole process. Do students find it unmotivating if I write all over their papers? Am I focusing too much on weaknesses and being overly critical? How do I make sure that my feedback is what the students want or need? After consulting with other teachers and looking at the research, Ho and Tavares decided to try a more student-centered feedback approach by getting the students engaged in the whole process. How do students get feedback? Usually, it's what the teacher says goes. Ho, in her research, instead decided to have a dialogue with her students about feedback. She drew on her experience with Toastmasters and Ryan Avery, the youngest world champion ever of public speaking. He came up with the idea of offering different types of feedback, and this is how Ho adapted it to the English language classroom. Sweet and delicious peanut butter jelly sandwich. Mostly positive feedback, focusing on strengths and successful attempts, and to help you discover the writing skills you possess. Classic feedback sandwich. A more balanced evaluation, including both positive feedback and suggestions for improvement. Hot chili. Mostly suggestions for improvement, drawing your attention to mistakes that can be easily rectified in the future. A new challenge for writers who wouldn't mind taking the heat. They collected data from a range of secondary school classes, totaling 78 students. The students study in a mainstream secondary school in Hong Kong, and the classes used English as a medium of study. These were the findings. 1. 70% of the students really liked having the choice. 2. They felt more involved in the process. 3. When students were able to choose the type of feedback, they were a lot less anxious about receiving negative comments. 4. Surprisingly, most students didn't choose the sweet and delicious option. Most went for the chili. And 5, they really wanted to learn from the feedback. The teachers, after undertaking this action research project, began to see the value of teacher-student partnerships. And Holly Ho in particular can't wait to try it out again in the next semester. In conclusion, if your feedback is not student-centered, then maybe your students aren't getting the most out of your hard work. And this can damage their motivation. So going forward, think about what kind of feedback your students want, and then ask them. Giving them that choice will help them to learn more quickly. Over to you. How do you like giving feedback on your students' writing? Before you go, make sure you subscribe to Modern English Teacher to take your professional development to higher heights. And see you in 2023.